Good morning, Unity. So we have a little bit more meditative beginning to church this time. This is a song that some of you might recognize from when Erica Trantham was our minister. We used to do it every Sunday with her. My Dedication. The words are behind me. If you want to stand and just let's dedicate this time. Here I am, Lord, use me, guide me, fill me, take me, lead me by your will. Here I am, Lord, ready to follow, to serve you, to love you, to be you in this world. Thy will is done through me this day. Thy will is done through me this day. Lord, you call, I answer. I'm open, I listen. I hear you, I feel you move in me. Lord, I come closer, humble, surrendered, lifted, committed to your plan. Thy will is done through me this day. 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 Here I am, Lord, I call. Here I am, Lord, I call. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity. I'm Jeff Barry. What a pleasure to see you all here on this Celebration Sunday. We're so blessed by your presence today. Before we get rolling, just a reminder to turn your cell phones off or put them in silent meditation mode. Take this opportunity to check in on Facebook so others will know that you are here. It's one of the ways we can help promote our message. And as long as the sound is off, it's okay to leave your phones on so you can share Unity with your social media platforms during the service. Thank you. Each Sunday we come together to celebrate our oneness with one another and with God. We welcome people of every culture, lifestyle, and creed. We honor the many paths to God, the many names for God, and the many ways in which to experience God. Whatever your path or wherever you are on it, you are in exactly the right place where you are supposed to be. We're grateful for the presence of God within each one of us, an expression of love, joy, and truth in our lives. Today we join with people all around the world sharing Unity's daily word. Today's word is my story. I mentor others by sharing spiritual lessons that I have learned. 12-step recovery programs have long recognized the healing power of sharing our stories. I have learned that my stories are not simply my own. They're meant to be unique contributions to the realization of the new state of consciousness that Jesus describes as the kingdom of heaven. And the adage from recovering programs shares, we are only as sick as our secrets. Whatever I'm afraid to share becomes a dangerous darkness within me. I don't need to share everything with everyone I meet, but I need to be willing to share freely as I am guided by Spirit. I see myself through divine perception as a spiritual victor and overcomer, not as a victim of life's circumstances. Telling my story is a powerful way to share the spiritual lessons that I have learned. And the scripture, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And that's John chapter 1, verse 1. For those of you who would like, we have the Daily Word in the Sunshine Gallery. You can purchase your own copy of the Daily Word. We have the March-April issue now in large type or the regular print if you still have good eyes. Okay. And so today we are so blessed to have our very own Gabby Rivero, as she likes to say. And she is going to tell you all about herself, so I'm not going to go on. Let's give her a unity welcome, though, okay? Thank you.
One of my favorite songs, Peter. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. What a beautiful day, right? To be here sharing with us. So welcome. And as Jeff said, my name is Gabriela Rivero. And what I would like to invite each and one of you today in this beautiful day is a wonderful day to be grateful. So let's just do a prayer of gratitude. So let's just close our eyes and take a deep breath. Enjoying our minds and our hearts. And think of all the things that we are grateful for today. We're grateful for this day. We're grateful for each and one of you who took the time to share with us. We're grateful for community. We're grateful for our volunteers, for our musicians, for the church that hold us. We are grateful to be alive. We're grateful to be a blessing in the world. We say thank you, God. Thank you. And so it is. Amen. And now it's time to remember who we are. Does anyone remember who we are? Let's see if someone remembers. What are we? We are the light of the world. So here at Unity, every Sunday when you come here, that's one of the things that we help each and one of us remind ourselves in case, sometimes there are situations during the week that take us away. Maybe we snap at someone, or maybe we do a gesture to a driver, that is driving by us a little recklessly, and we forget who we are. So we are here today. So every Sunday, it's a tradition that we remind ourselves who we are, and that we are the light of the world. So we start by my partner, Jeff, and that we believe in community, so we do it together to remind each and one of you that you are not alone, and that together you can make this light even brighter. Thank you, Jeff. And now, let's rub our hands together to activate that energy. And let's put this hand here in our heart to remind ourselves. And let's say it together. We are the light of the world. Let's say it again. We are the light of the world. Now look around you and find 2 or 3 people and remind them who they are. You are the light of the world. You can stand up. You are the light of the world. Eres la luz del mundo. And you are the light of the world. Yes. Ron, you are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. So the idea, I'm going to quiz each and one of you before you leave today to ask, who are you again? So, no, just you know who you are. So thank you again for being here today. And now we would like to invite our wonderful angel. She has the voice of an angel, our wonderful Gretchen.
Be still, my soul, the Lord is on your side. Bear patiently the cross of grief or pain. Leave to thy God to order and provide. In every change, He faithful will remain. Be still, my soul. His voice who ruled them while he dwelt below. Be still, my soul, the waves and winds still know His voice who ruled them while he dwelt below. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain we bear. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Be still, my soul.
Thank you, Gretchen. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everybody, for this beautiful song, Be Still, My Soul. When you hear that, Be Still, My Soul, what comes to your mind? What comes to your heart? How many of you find yourselves sometimes running so fast that without taking that time to think about how to be still? I have a confession to make, and I made it to the same confession to the group this morning. I tend to be a little bit of a workaholic. And sometimes I forget that not only I am more when I take that time to be still, but all of you have that right. All of you have deep down in your souls the desire to connect with that higher consciousness. And so again, welcome. What a great pleasure to be here today. My name is Gabriela Rivero, or you can, if you can roll the eyes, Rivero, so whichever comes easier. And I've been a prayer chaplain at Unity for 5 years, and I've been coming to this community for 6. So this has been my home for 6 years, and I feel very, very fortunate and very grateful to be part of this family. And also had the great privilege to be part of a group of women, 15 women with me, and that different backgrounds, African American, Caucasians, and 2 Latinas, including myself in that group. And we wrote this book called I Rise, Still I Rise. And it's about, it's a book project, and it's a compilation of 15 stories that where shows us that through faith we have, and I don't like the word overcome, but we have been able to move forward into our connection with Spirit. And I've been a prayer chaplain for many years, so I can tell all of you that prayer works. How many of you think prayer works? Prayer works. And this, we are a prayerful community, so I am very, very privileged to be here today. So, but the topic that we're going to be talking today is not about my prayer life. It's about taking the time to rest. And when we started reading this book, that is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, I was thinking, how can this book is so corporate? I came from the corporate world, and I was thinking, how is this book about, such corporate book going to help us talk about spirituality? And I was fortunate to be assigned the topic of sharpening the saw. And I don't talk about sharpening the saw. I'm not a very violent person, so I was trying to find something a little bit more spiritual. So I went to the word resting, taking the time to resting, taking the time to align ourselves with our Christ consciousness. And that makes a little bit more sense to me. So, but I do highly recommend it, and it's a wonderful book, by the way. And I don't make any profits by recommending it. So, this is a time that, and what an appropriate moment to talk about resting during the time of Lent. How many of you celebrate Lent or is planning to? This is going to be my first year, so I can say that I'm going to be celebrating Lent. And that Lent is not a period about stop eating anything, or, it's more about releasing habits, thoughts that take us away from our connection with God. Again, it's about releasing thoughts, emotions, feelings, behaviors that don't allow us to have that connection with God. So that's when, I have found that there is a huge connection between taking that time to be still, taking that time to be, and Lent. So I invite each and one of you, if you are not planning to, please do take some time during Lent to reassess yourself, to see, what part of my life I want to reconnect with God. What part of my life what kind of habits or behaviors I want to let go that are not serving me in that connection with God. Because I imagine that each and one of you are here today to create community and also to continue growing and creating that connection with the Spirit, whatever God looks like in your life. And so I wanted to share a little bit about my personal experience with resting. So I was born in Colombia and raised in Venezuela, and in my family, my mother, resting was seen as being irresponsible, inefficient, and plain lazy. That's what we heard. So, however, on every given Sunday at 4 p.m., you would come to our house, and we only had one small sofa, and 7 of us, 7 children. So the bigger kids, the older, would sit on the sofa and carry the little ones on their lap, or sometimes we just lay on the floor. And at that time, we had this little 19-inch black and white TV. I don't know if a lot of young people like me remember that. And that to change the channels, we would have to go and do it manually. No remote controls, right? And then the antenna moving it around to prevent having the sound. So that does, but we love that 19-inch TV, black and white. And so on Sundays, in South America, or I think in Latin America in general, they dub the shows to Spanish. And I was telling my friend here, a new friend, Veronica from Mexico, that I don't know if the same, but in my country, in that all the characters, no matter where they are from, they could be from, England or France or Chicago. They all sound with a Mexican accent from Mexico City. Right? And Veronica's laughing there because it's true. So we would have, Arnold Schwarzenegger coming, very strong, I'll be back. But in Spanish he would say, ya regreso. Or Rocky, I didn't know that he sounded so different until I came to the U.S. I grew up listening to Rocky with Mexico City accent. And suddenly I came to the U.S. and he sounds very different to the way I thought he would sound. So, that was my experience growing up. And it was so much fun. I see our new generation now. For us, that black and white TV was so precious, even if we had to get up and change the channels. So, but something very strange happened every Sunday. We sat there, suddenly we would hear the steps coming. Ta, ta, ta. And as the steps got closer, we heard the breathing of frustration. And it was my mom coming. My mom had to believe that, resting was not a good thing. And that she would come very closer and she would ask the same question. We were about 12, and we thought our mother at 12, we thought my mom was not the smartest woman. For different reasons, she always asked the same question. Don't you guys have anything to do? And of course, we always gave her the same answer, but she kept asking the same question. We said, no, we don't have anything else to do. And she would go marching back. There's always something to do. Always, right? And that as I was preparing for this talk, I was thinking that those beliefs, my mother is a really wonderful woman, and I love my mom. But where do we get those beliefs from against resting? Why is it that we always have to run? And how many things do we have to achieve to feel that we matter, to feel that we are worth it? And, why is it that as I reflect in myself, why is it that I have to always run somewhere? Where am I going? Trying to do so much. Nowhere. Because I noticed that I start doing all of these things, and then at the end, I'm so tired that then I don't have the energy to continue. And that, I know that this is probably just a Latino thing that doesn't happen in America, that people here don't work a lot, right? So those beliefs are sort of foreign to you, like my accent. So no, but seriously, how many of you grew up with those ideas that resting, there was something wrong with resting, right? Look at a lot of people. And so the thing is, it is time for us to be the people who change that. Are we willing to change that? Are we willing to rest, be still and know that we are God's, and that to take that time to rest. And no matter what, how many things are pulling us to take the time to rest. And that as I was, thinking about this, I remember, the Bible, Genesis 2:2, and that I used to be a community organizer. So the first thing that came to me, and I used to work with low-wage workers, that this quote probably came from a lot of low-wage workers who got together because they were working 7 days a week, and they said, you know what, we need to stop this. It's too many days working. We need to let the boss know that, we were divinely inspired and that we only work 6 days. That's my story, and I stick to it. And this divine inspiration, they probably came to the boss and said, hey, God said by the 7th day, God had finished the work and everything that he's been doing, and so he rested. And God blessed the 7th day and made it a day to rest. So how many of you are taking 1 day to rest? You don't have to raise your hand if you don't want to. How many, or do you feel comfortable raising your hand? I am doing whatever it takes now to take 1 day off, right? Because I notice that when I take that day off, I feel better. I'm more effective, I'm more refreshed, and I'm ready for more things. In my personal life, I see that when I don't take that time, I become grouchy. I snap at people around me for, I don't have the same ability to react to life the same way. So I invite, because each and one of you is unique, I invite each and one of you to take a step back and look at how do you react when you are not resting. Can we do that? Right? Because we could be here and just talk, but the idea is that when you leave here, you have a couple of tools that you can take in your regular day for you to connect with that. Because I know for a fact that, when we take that time of stillness and we hear the voice of our soul, what we hear is, come back to me. Come back to align yourself with your Christ consciousness. And that one of the things that I like about this book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, is that Dr. Kobe divided this. He's a very practical man. I was teasing that I'm a Virgo, so I was thinking that he was probably a Virgo. Just, dreaming. So he puts a very, I love how he created what he calls the 4 dimensions of renewal. He couldn't call it anything else, but he specifically used the word renewal for us to renew ourselves. And the 4 aspects that he speaks about when he's talking about those 4 dimensions are, first, the physical part. How to take care of our physical body. And that I love what I don't see her now. Claudia said, there she is, about, that the connection starts with you, how you take care of your body. So the idea is, what am I doing for my body? I have to, and I always try to, say it like it is. I don't like to exercise. So I am, but I need to start exercising more. And what this brings you is the idea of, where am I at this moment? What activities am I doing that can help me to have to renew my body? And then comes the other one, social, emotional. And when we are so busy, sometimes we forget, to visit our friends. We forget to hang out with friends. We forget to go to the movies and hang out with family. And that, it's again, where am I in this? Am I renewing my relationships with my friends? Am I taking time to be, to be with family, to cook? What do I enjoy doing for my family? And then is the spiritual renewal. Am I taking time to meditate? Am I taking time to pray? And this is one thing that I invite each and one of you to do, and I invite myself to do too, is to become from that place of a compassionate observer. It doesn't matter if we are not doing it now. What matters is to become aware, forgive ourselves, and start again. It doesn't matter if we had to start 100 times, but it's the consistency. There will be a moment in which this will become an unconscious competence for each and one of us. And it's just by us continuing staying on that path. And the next one that he talks about now is also the mental renewal. How are we renewing our mind? Are we long life learners? Are we learning something new? Sometimes we think that school is when we graduate from school is the end of it. However, there is a joy that we get in our lives when we are learning new things. And so my question to you all is, what are you doing today to renew your soul? What are you doing today to bring back that joy to your life? How many days are you working? And I ask those questions to myself. Where are you today? What are you willing to do today if you're working too many hours to organize your schedule in a way that you're still doing what you need to do because, you need to support your families, but it's still taking the time for you to come back to your soul. In my experience, one of the challenges that come to me, and that's important to find out what is the challenge that come between us and resting. In my personal experience that comes to me is I always think, am I being reliable? For me, being reliable is important. Am I being responsible? If I'm asking for too many days off, am I being responsible? One of the challenges I had 2 weeks ago, I had the flu. The flu is it's really, I'm still exhausted today. I am counting, this is my 7th day without a fever, and it feels good. And I had to, this was hard for me. I was, thinking, I need to go back to work, but I have to force myself and see, what am I today? And take care of my health, go to the doctor and do what I needed to do. Because one of the things, and this is, a lot of us women, we are nurturers. We forget that we need to take care of ourselves. And so the thing is, we need to give ourselves the gift of rest just because. There's for no reason, just to know that we matter, that we are worth it. And one thing is that sometimes we have to be radical about it. Have you ever made the decision to be radical about things that matter to you? And when we don't take the time to rest, sometimes that is not just one aspect of our lives that is rest. We sometimes, we do it to other areas of our lives. Do you think that that's true? So my question to all of you is, are you willing to take the time to rest? Oh, that doesn't sound convincing. I don't believe you guys. Are you willing to take the time to rest? Yes. That sounds a little better, right? Do you believe that you deserve to take some time for yourself? Yes. Ladies, because we tend to forget. Are you willing to just sometimes leave the dishes there and let someone else do them for you? Right? Are you, yeah, there you go. We're going to start a revolution here. Are you willing to just, leave the laundry there and just go for a walk? And that I'm counting myself on that. And I say, yes, I promise myself to do that. So, because I believe that sometimes talk is cheap, right? I believe that I would like to practice what I say. So I developed 4 rituals to help myself, and to put them, on my planner to help me remember, because it's a new competence. And when you are developing a new competence, sometimes it's good to put it in the planner. So in my experience, I'm doing that. Are you guys going to schedule some time to love yourselves, to rest? Oh, that doesn't sound convincing to me. I didn't hear any yes. All right. So the first one is the silent hour. Once a week. How many of you wants to do once a week, 1 hour? To be silent. And that's the perfect moment to ask questions. You know, if one of you is, thinking about new adventures, new things to do in your life, ask yourself, what would I like to be, what would I like to do? What new adventures are waiting for me? And just listen. Listen to that voice. At the beginning, all these new voices are going to come. Mine come in Spanish and God knows what other languages, but, just like what is my soul asking me to do? What do I want to do that is new and exciting? So that hour is not necessarily for prayer and meditation, it's just to be in silence. And then the other one is the happy day. I don't know if you, Joel, have heard me, but sometimes you hear me probably at 5:30 in the morning. I get up, I put my computer, and I put my headphones, and I watch a movie that is funny. In my list of movies, I have a couple of top ones. Love Actually. So I'm watching that like a fool. People probably think I went crazy. That too many hours of work. She went crazy. So I'm just listening to I just watch my movie. Sometimes I get up at 5:30 just to watch that in my happy day. The next one, I love When Harry Met Sally. How many of you like that one? Right? Has a lot of classic great lines, and you laugh because it's just such a sweet movie. While you were sleeping, right? It seems like you and I should go out in one day and just watch all our movies together, right? So find things, or maybe a YouTube, something that makes you laugh, that start the day. And the key is to start in the morning before you leave the house. Because how many of you think life can be challenging some days, right? You're driving and, you did think life is challenging? How so? Uh-huh.
Because the homework is too easy.
The homework is too easy?
They don't just do the regular grade.
Mm-hmm.
They do a grade under.
They do. Okay, maybe you should join us to watch the funny movies in the morning. All right. Well, we have a date. Yes. And the next one is that, I love it. Thank you for participating. The next one is the do nothing morning. And I have to tell you, I have not been able to do the do nothing day. No, that's too much for me. Yeah, still. That day I get up late, 11, and that for me is late. Okay? And I just, especially if I'm tired, I try to really on a Saturday, I'm an interpreter, so I do a lot of work on Saturdays. But if I don't have an interpreting job that day, I try to sleep, take care of my body temple, because I know that I'm going to be more productive. I have a couple of friends that they said that their best ideas have come to them for their business while they've been on vacation. Because their mind is clear, it's renewed, doesn't have the pressures of being focusing on other people's goals. Right? When we are on vacation or we take that day off, we are focusing on our own dreams and goals. Because how many of you would agree that we spend a lot of time taking care of other people's dreams and goals? Maybe not all of you, but many of us do. Right? And the last one is the grateful day. Not the Grateful Dead, the grateful day. And that I do this often. I say 100 times thank you. Sometimes that's all I do. I just sit down and I just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's do it for 10 seconds. Close your eyes and just say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude is the fuel that pretty much moves every other thing. Gratitude moves joy, creates love, Everything comes from gratitude. So those are my 4 top ones that I wanted to share with all of you today. And that if you feel called to use it, you can borrow it, or you can create your own, and then next time you share with us. I would like to hear from you if you have a ritual that works for you, because we are a community. And we help one another. We are all experts in our own ways, and the things that have helped us, keep moving to that connection with God. And to close, my question to all of you is, are you really willing to take this 6 weeks of Lent to be bold, to be a little crazy, to do things that you haven't done before? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to stay until noon? And when your kids come to us, Mom, I want food. Say, honey, there's cereal there. Go get yourself your cereal today, because today is Mommy do nothing day, right? Are you willing, when you're driving, if you find a very rude driver, to just bless him? And please don't throw them kisses. That is passive aggressive. Right? You go, the driver gives you the finger and you give, no. That's passive aggressive. It's not nice. You just bless them. Right? Good? All right. So I would like to, I like affirmations. And one of the reasons that I like affirmations is it, helps you stay connected. It reminds you, it's short, and it reminds you, it just keeps you, it directs the traffic. So the affirmation that I prepare for all of you is, and if you want to repeat it with me, it's fine too. I am releasing my old ways of being and stepping into a new and expanded life. And you can use it. I know sometimes the challenge with affirmations sometimes is that we are saying, oh, I'm healthy and whole, and your mind said, no, you're not. Right? So another one is, I am getting better and better every day. I'm a healthier and healthier and healthier. So if any one of you here has challenges with affirmations where we say something and the mind says no, the mind always accepts improvement. How many of you think that that's true? That your mind always accepts improvement. So we say, I'm getting better and better. I'm healthier and healthier. Every day I'm taking a little bit of extra time to take care of myself, to connect and to align with my Christ. And I would like to close tonight. I'm already in tonight, oh my Lord. I would like to close today with this poem from Lucy Maud Montgomery called Come Rest a While. And do you know who she is? She wrote, and wrote, God knows too, probably, Anne of Green Gables. And so her poem says, come rest a while, and let us idly stray in glimmering valleys, cool and far away. Come from the greedy mart, the troubled street, and listen to the music, faint and sweet, that echoes ever to a listening ear, unheard by those who will not pause to hear. The wayward chimes of memory's pensive bells, wind blown over misty hills and curtained dells, one step aside, and dewy buds unclose, the sweetness of the violet and the rose. Song and romance still linger in the green, and blossom ways by you seldom seen. And near at hand would you but see them lie, all lovely things, beloved and days gone by. You have forgotten what it is to smile. In your too busy life come and rest a while. In your busy life, take a deep breath and come and rest for a while. And remember to come back. Come back to you. Come back to your soul. Can we do that? Yes. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Now let's take a deep breath and close our eyes. Let's take a deep breath. Let's turn within and come apart for a few minutes. Let's take another deep breath and feel the relaxation of that breath. Feel each cell in your body. With every breath, your mind feels relaxed, and you trust that you have the time that you need and you want to complete every task at hand. There is a season to sow, there is a season to reap, there is a season to rest. This is your moment to rest and simply be. There is nothing else to do. There are no dirty dishes to wash, no laundry to do. Simply focus on your breath, knowing that you are safe and you are protected. What can you do today to bring yourself closer to your God? Are you taking the time to be silent, to listen to the voice of your soul? Be still, know that I am God. What do you want to know? Ask the question and listen to the still voice that knows everything. You know all the answers. Take a deep breath and feel the feeling of renewal moving from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Feel the joy of knowing that you deserve it. That is your time. You are in charge. You make choices. You are worthy. You are a divine creation of God. And you feel that in each cell of your body. Take a few seconds just to feel that love. Breathe into that love. You know that you are divinely connected to God. And we would like to invite Gretchen now. She's going to sing us Our Father.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever.
feeling that energy of love and healing, we invite you to say the names of all of those you would like to help in prayer and bring them into this sacred space. We also ask you to include the names of those who are asking for prayer on the screen and those who have asked or prayer needed in their heart. We would like to hold our beloved community, our prayer chaplains, all of you, our board, our wonderful musicians, in this powerful prayer energy, and bless each and one of them. May our oneness bless each and one of them and our brothers and sisters. And we say thank you, God, because we know that these prayers have already been answered. And so it is. Amen. And today, who are the prayer chaplains today? Oh, here is Rosie. Come here, Rosie. So if you have a prayer in your heart, if you have a prayer of blessing, a prayer of gratitude, Rose is here to pray with you. And we say pray with you, not for, because you are the other part, the other half. You are the other person who makes that prayer whole. So if you have any prayers that you would like to have today, so you can please go and reach out for Rosie. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. So now, I invite each and one of you to put your hands together and join me in saying our gratitude affirmation. I am abundance and action. There is no lack in my life. I give from the fullness of what I receive. In faith, I know that giving creates a void that will be quickly and lovingly filled. I hold a vision of thriving for myself and for unity in Chicago, and so it is.
All right. And we're going to sing, I Feel the Spirit. This is easy. Just repeat after me. Yeah. Come on. I feel the Spirit moving in me. I feel the Spirit, come on, moving in me. I feel the Spirit moving in me. I feel the Spirit moving in me. Love, I feel the love. It's moving in me. I feel the love moving in me. I feel the love moving in me. I feel the love. It's moving in me. Yeah, I feel the peace moving in me. Oh yeah, I feel the peace moving in me. I say I feel the peace moving in me. I feel the peace moving in me. One more time. I feel the Spirit moving in me. Yes, I feel the Spirit moving in me. I feel the Spirit moving in me. I feel the Spirit moving in me. All right.
Thank you. We bless these love offerings, knowing that through your contribution, you are making a huge, huge impact in our communities. These wonderful love offerings go back to our communities, to places like Centro Romero, places like Goldie's Place, where we make a difference for the people there. So you are already life changers through your love and your contributions. And we say thank you, and may this wonderful goes back to each and one of you as prosperity, as health, and as blessings. Thank you, everybody. So it is. Yes. We have Jeff back to do our announcements.
Okay, I'll get through these quickly, hopefully. Let's see. Oh, the Lenten class. Well, I'll take my time on this one. We have the Lenten class every Thursday night. We're going to explore the book, Fillmore's book, Keep a True Lent, and the ideas that he brings out in that. And I've been reading the book, and I just love the. It's a little bit. The dialogue's a little antiquated, but the ideas are very, very current, and so I want to explore those on Thursday nights with you and Gabby. So that's 7 to 9, and the book is available out here. It's $15. It's money well spent. The monthly Unity Women's Group meeting was rescheduled from Wednesday, February 14th to Wednesday, February 28th. That's this week. Okay. Gabby's going to lead a silent meditation day this Saturday, March 3rd from 9:30 to 5. And if you can't stay the whole day, come in the morning or come in the afternoon. Lunch is 12 to 1, so work around that. Bring your own lunch if you want to. See the bulletin insert for more information. And now, Claudia Braun is going to speak about a workshop she's doing this afternoon. Claudia.
Hi, good afternoon almost. So I'm Claudia Braun, and I'm really excited to invite you and hopefully inspire you to come to my workshop. Be well with oils, food, and lifestyle. So if one of your New Year's resolution was to up your well-being, and as Gabby said, one of the parts of the areas of renewal, the first one is physical. So we can say we're going to do things differently, and then a lot of times it doesn't happen. So spend some time with me, and we will really look at how we can make those changes and move through the emotional patterns that keep us stuck time after time. So I hope you'll join me. It's today at 1:15 to 2:30. Thanks.
Thank you, Claudia. Okay, we have... who's joining us for the first time? We're glad to have you with us. We hope you've enjoyed the experience. Anybody, raise your hand up high so we can see where you are. Okay, oh, I thought you were new. I didn't recognize you. Welcome, 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 welcome. The people passing out flowers are members of our welcome team, and they have on these white badges, and they'll be available after service to meet you. And you're given a packet of information. It's not too much. And there's a visitor's card in that packet, and if you could fill that out, we'll find out a little bit about you. And there's a Unity tote bag for free for the new people. And so we'd love to meet you. And I want to talk about these beautiful flowers. They're a taste of spring, which I saw last week in Orlando. It's all over the place. Trees are pink and yellow. The flowers are beautiful, and they are generously donated by Michael Sargent and Eric Kugelman. These flowers are to thank Reverend Heidi as we have said our goodbye at our gala live auction dinner last night, and to celebrate all of the exciting changes that our Unity family is about to embark on with a new board, new minister, new home, and a wonderful new future. Love, Eric and Michael. If you would like to donate flowers for a special occasion, March dates are available. You can stop at the information desk or email Tammy at unitychicago.org. I have a couple more things. The pet ministry is here each Sunday, and Carol is here with a friend today, and she's going to come up and tell you how wonderful the opportunity in front of you is right now.
This is a 5-month-old kitten, and he's got a friend that's real shy, more shy than he is, and they're looking for a home together. They're very sweet, but they're afraid of everything. So if you're kind and would like to try one, we got 2 of them. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Next Sunday is the Oscar party hosted by Pam Parker. And she's got all kinds of wonderful things in store and great food and all of those kinds of things. And she's got a sign-up sheet downstairs, so please come and join. The tickets are $30. Ben Hollis is performing How the Beatles Nearly Ruined My Life and David Bowie Saved It. And that's going to be Saturday, March 10th at 7:30. There's a suggested love offering of $20, but no one will be turned away. And finally, Brother Joe Kalekovic from the Shem Center will be our guest speaker next week. He's so spiritual, wonderful, wonderful speaker. And he's going to offer the Dances of Universal Peace as a workshop following the second service, but he needs a guitarist. So if you are gifted in that way or know someone who might be able to come in and give us a hand, please leave your name at the wings, okay, if you know you can help. And finally, you can stay connected to Unity in Chicago in the following ways. Regularly visit unitychicago.org. Sign up for our e-letter. I don't know who wouldn't have the e-blast by now. It's been around for a long time. It's wonderful. It keeps you up to date. And then we could maybe have less announcements on Sunday. What a concept. And read your bulletin. Now let's welcome back Gretchen. Come on, Gretchen, please.
All right, this is for fun. Woo! And to celebrate a little sunshine. Stop me on the corner. I swear you hit me like a vision. I wasn't expecting. But who am I to tell fate where it's supposed to go with it? Don't you blink, you might miss it. See, we got a right to just love it and leave it. You find it, you keep it, cause it ain't every day you get a chance to say, hey, yo, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, goes off like a gun, brighter than the sun. Oh, we could be the stars, floating in the sky, shining how we want, brighter than the sun. Oh yeah, you got it. I never seen it. I found this love, I'm gonna feed it. You better believe I'm gonna treat it better than anything I've ever had, cause it's just so beautiful. Read it, it's signed and delivered, let's seal it. We do it together like Peanuts and Payday and Marley and Reggae, and everybody needs to get a chance to say, hey, oh, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, goes off like a gun, brighter than the sun. Oh, we could be the stars, shining in the sky, shining how we want, brighter than the sun. Everything is like a whiteout, cause we shook a shine down, even when the lights out, cause I can see you glow. Got my head up in the rafters, got my happy ever after. Never felt this way before, ain't felt this way before. I swear you hit me like a vision. I wasn't expecting. But who am I to tell fate where it's supposed to go? Oh, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, goes off like a gun, brighter than the sun. Oh, we could be the stars, falling from the sky, shining how we want, brighter than the sun. Oh, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, it goes off like a gun, brighter than the sun. Oh, we could be the stars, falling from the sky, shining how we want, brighter than the sun. Oh, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, it goes off like a gun, brighter than the sun. Oh, we could be the stars, falling from the sky, shining how we want, brighter than the sun. All right, go ahead and stand up. Let's weave ourselves out of here. Weave, weave, weave us together. Weave us together in unity and love. Weave, weave, weave us together. Weave us together, together and let surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yay, God! Yay, us! Happy Sunday, Unity!
Thank you.